Africa Independent Television.
AIT, sharing the African experience.
Beauty, they say, lies in the eyes of the beholder. The beauty you give to your hair makes you stand out in an occasion. Bees Hair will give your hair the perfect touch it so deserves. Bees Hair deals on high quality weave-ons, virgin and raw hair, wigs, attachment, wignet, hair accessories. At Bees Hair, we also render hair services like wigging, braiding, hair fixing, tinting, revamping, briders, and lots more. You can visit us at number 1 Ewoma Street beside Corn Oil Filling Station off Sapele Road, Benin City. You can also reach us on 080-6971-0394, WhatsApp 080-725-11310, Facebook Bees Hair, Instagram BS_hair01. Bees Hair, bringing out the beauty in you.
Changing lives with YUKI on African Independent Television, AIT Benin, every Monday from 6 o'clock to 6:30 p.m. Stay tuned. Are you in a very difficult situation right now in your life and you do not know what to do? You don't know who to talk to, and you don't even know how you're going to get over your problems? Well, I just want you to know that as far as you still have breath in you, then you still have hope. But that's how I'm going to introduce you to another exciting episode of your favorite program, Changing Lives with YUKI, on African Independent Television, AIT Benin. Well, before I introduce the person that I have here with me on set, I actually have a very important personality with me right now. But before I let you know who this person is, I would like us to quickly go on a short break. Don't go nowhere, we'll be right back.
Stand up on your feet, oh. Say no to defeat, oh. Hey.
Changing Lives with YUKI.
The moral value of society is eroding. People don't value the right things anymore.
Push. Invest in your dream.
It's enthusiastic, impactful, and inspiring.
Coming from that background, it kind of gave us a mental reorientation as to what we desire in life.
Changing Lives with YUKI on African Independent Television, AIT Benin, every Monday from 6 o'clock to 6:30 p.m. Stay tuned. You're welcome back again, and if you are just joining us, this is still Changing Lives with YUKI. So right here I have with me a very important personality on the set, and it's no other person than TY comedian. You're welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you, madam. How are you?
I'm fine, very well. I would like you to briefly introduce yourself.
My name is Terry Osaibobo. I'm a Benin boy from Edo State. But I'm popularly known as a TY comedian, so also call me MCTY. Doing stand-up comedy is one thing I enjoy doing, and doing an MC, being a company of an event is something I also enjoy doing. I don't know about you, madam.
Okay. So today we're going to be talking about believing in yourself, because there are so many people out there who do not really believe enough in their abilities. So I want you to tell me, what's your own understanding of having a strong belief in your own self?
Believing in yourself is one common language by the special grace of God. I would say the language has come to stay, but what do you understand by believing in yourself? You can be, how do I put it, being a comedian or being an entertainer. From the very beginning, it was never easy because the encouragement was not really there for me.
Okay.
When I started, because I used to have a cousin, his name is Talkative. He started his career before me. So back then we were all together. All of myself and him, we all grew up in our family house.
Okay.
So he started this comedy thing, and the back then the biggest van and all that. So while I was doing it, I was inspired. I actually liked what he was doing.
Okay.
So I fell in love. That was many years ago. You understand? I'm talking about 2004, 2005.
Okay.
So I was inspired the ways and manner he was trying to put everything, and I really appreciate what he was doing.
So it seems like comedy was not something you had in mind you were going to do while growing up.
Not at all. I wanted to go to school.
Okay.
You know, I was one of the first sets in Apushani University. That was 2003, 2002 sets. I got my admission, but while I was trying to process my academics and all that, but I also have interest in entertainment because my cousin who was into entertainment, entertainment was really paying him. And back then, when I was in secondary school, I was kind of funny. People appreciate me a lot. You are funny, you can do comedy, you can do all of it, but I didn't have that space of coming into it. So I have the opportunity because I have a cousin who was into my dream, who was into what I want. Yeah. So I actually fall in love with him, but I have to go to school while I also have to face my career. But I intend facing my career so that I can also make more money to also get myself in school. Because parental care was not really there back then.
Yes.
More and more blame parents, so it be at
Yes. Alright. There are so many people out there who do not really know their calling. They don't even know how they can start, what they can do. So I want you to tell me, how can you encourage these people? Like, what do you have to tell them, in order to help them to find their own purpose in life?
Being an entertainer is not something you just wake up to say that you want to go into it. First, you have to be funny. Like, you have to have this attitude of funny behavior. And that doesn't mean you are mad or something, but that character being funny. You understand? Whenever you are seated, people will laugh like, this person is funny. If you have that ability in you, if you have that character in you, that can inspire you to do stand up. But this is what we see. There's always a shortcut in entertainment. Back then when we started, there was no online stuff.
Yes.
You understand? But doing an online, I'm not saying it's bad, but it's making the job more easier for people to see and to come in.
Yes.
But for a stand-up comedian, if you want to be a stand-up comedian, for you to be a stand-up comedian, you have to be funny. That is the first thing. Then number two, look for somebody who can motivate you to groom you. To groom you so that you can do more what is inside you. So that what is inside you can actually come out. But you need somebody who can push you, somebody who can give you a good drive. At the end of the day, you can get to where you are going to. You can be funny, but when you don't have the platform, sometimes it becomes a problem.
Exactly. Alright. So I would like you to tell me some of the challenges you faced, why you started your career as a comedian, because I do believe that, like what you said, you started very early. So I know that back then there weren't a lot of opportunities. So tell me, what were some of the challenges you faced?
My first platform I actually performed was Press Hotel. So my cousin then, himself and I could say, then when people started coming in here in Benin at Press Hotel, but got to a time that they were no longer there. The space was not there for people to come in.
Why was that?
Because they've grown themselves, they now have a bigger platform. So they have to leave Press Hotel. So back 2005, I have the privilege to work with Press Hotel as an in-house entertainer. That's 2005 to 2007. So while I was doing all of this, sometimes you have stage fights and all that. Sometimes you'll be discouraged. But I kept pushing, I kept going, and that is actually because of this is where we are.
Alright. So it was money ever a challenge? Because there are most people who tell you that they cannot chase their dreams because they don't have money. So was that any challenge to you?
Money, I would say, is not secondary, or I won't put it at first. But you need money to grow yourself, to do more. Like, you need money to finance whatever you are doing. You understand? Like what we are doing now, you have an on-air program with AIT. You have to pay for an airtime. If you are not being encouraged, the program might not exist.
That's true.
Even while we are doing stand-up comedy, we need money to pay for some space. Like, okay, these are the platforms I want to pay. I need somebody to do a record for me for like 1 minute, 2 minutes, for me to put out there for people to see. But if you don't have this support and all that, it might weigh you down. You might not be encouraged. But I thank God for this time that we're in entertainment. People are beginning to come into or begin to appreciate us.
When these kids, so is it something that you would want to do? And is it also something that maybe you just feel like it's not your thing? Since it's what's raining right now.
For me, I'm not against it. It's a good one. It's a welcome development. For me, it's also a shortcut in the entertainment industry. You know, if you want to groom yourself now these days, you don't need to go anywhere. And if you have your cell phone with you, have data in it and be funny, do some of this stuff and post, and then people will begin to see what you are capable of doing. But doing all of this, for me, it's not like I don't do skits, but I'm not into it.
Okay, I'm not into it.
I do, but it's not something that is really on me like that.
So it's possible to be a stand-up, like, comedian, and maybe you're not also into comedy skit, or is it possible for you to do both?
It's possible for you to do both if you have the space and time.
Okay.
If you have the space and time, and if you are creative enough as well, you understand. Doing an online comedy posting for people to see is a good one, but stand-up is the most difficult part of it.
Okay.
Whatever you portray out there for people to see online, if you cannot do it on the stand-up, for me, you are not a comedian.
Because I've heard some people do, online comedy. Some of them, they say that they cannot do stand-up comedy, that is what they prefer to do. So would you actually say they are real comedians?
They are all comic in the stand-up.
Okay.
And this one is the stand-up and this one is online. But the most important thing are people laughing, and people, as is there a way for people, are they putting smile on people's face? That's the most important thing.
Okay.
But it's their own different way, but it's one message. It's comedy.
It's comedy. Alright, yes, we are still with TY Comedy, and so far so good. We have been talking about believing in yourself. So I would also want to say that if you're going to have a strong belief in yourself, you're going to have a strong confidence in yourself, then you have to face your fears. And how do you do that? By stepping out of your comfort zone, because it is when you can step out of your comfort zone, that's when you can achieve bigger things and bigger dreams. Alright, for the meantime, I would like us to quickly go on a short break. When we come back, the program continues.
Beauty, they say, lies in the eyes of the beholder. The beauty you give to your hair makes you stand out in an occasion. Bees Hair will give your hair the perfect touch it so deserves. Bees Hair deals on high quality weave-ons, virgin and raw hair, wigs, attachment, wignet, hair accessories. At Bees Hair, we also render hair services like wigging, braiding, hair fixing, tinting, revamping, briders, and lots more. You can visit us at number 1 Ewoma Street, beside Corn Oil Filling Station, off Sapele Road, Benin City. You can also reach us on 080-6971-0394, WhatsApp 080-725-11310, Facebook Bees Hair, Instagram BS_hair01. Bees Hair, bringing out the beauty in you.
You're welcome back again, and if you are just joining us, this is still Changing Lives with YUKI, and we are still talking about believing in yourself, and I still have right here with me on the set TY. So over to you. So I want you to tell me, has COVID affected stand-up comedy, or how has it affected stand-up comedy?
For me, it has not been really fun since the era of COVID, but I just pray it will come to stay, because I for one would say that my events last 2 years was better than the previous one I did. You understand? Because of this COVID thing, how do we manage to do it? But we are trying to work with the regulation of the government and trying to see how we can also, but it's not really helping us.
So it's like you've not really had a breakthrough in it or something?
For me, there has not been free flow, understand, because of people are being scared to come in for an event, to sit down. But I also want to appreciate our people for now, quite some time, that begin to also embrace comedy by coming out, using their face masks, hand sanitizer and the rest. My last event, at the entry of the event, we were sharing face masks, and also some of the dancers were with hand sanitizer. So, but one thing I want to beg my people back here in Benin, I want to appeal to the conscience of everyone. Please, try as much as possible to encourage doing entertainers here in Benin. It's not really easy for us. Back then, those in Lagos, they enjoy what their services known here in Benin. Our consumers, when it comes to laughter, They like to enjoy laughter, but they don't want to pay. But we also have some few ones who are willing to also encourage.
Okay.
But the majority, they are really in Lagos.
Okay.
You understand? That is why you see most of our colleagues, they can't really succeed there on their own. They have to go back to Lagos and do their thing.
But you are still here in Benin, so what happened to
No,
you?
the reason I've been here in Benin because I will say I understand the ground more. I'm a Benin boy, we also you understand I was born and brought up here. So
Alright.
now I understand the market here. My strength here is strong enough, you understand.
Okay.
I'm only speaking for those out there that does not also have the strength that I have in the business, you understand. But it's really not easy since the era of this
COVID-19.
You understand?
So tell me, is comedy, is it something that is adding to the economy of the country? Like, is government benefiting from it at all?
See, when in the area of entertainment, comedy, music, and otherwise, you understand. For me, for comedians and musicians, they are the people who is making Nigerians to be happy. You understand? The reason why I'm saying this, how many graduates do we really have in the streets? What are they doing after government has extorted them from school fees and the rest? No work, no jobs for them. You understand? But being a comedian, you've been able to create a platform, you're able to create a job opportunity for yourself. You understand? At least, if you remove some of the entertainers from the streets, it's not led for the government to encourage what we are really doing. All we need from government is little encouragement. Like for instance here, if you are doing a show in Benin here, you see some people who come and they'll say they are outdoor advertisement offices that will come, they remove your billboard from the road, ask you to come to their office to pay. You ask them why, they will tell you the reason why you need to pay all of this money, because they will not be the one to clear the board from the streets after the event. Sometimes you go to the office to pay, but after the event, you see some of the board, they will not pick it. Individual will not go there to be picking the board, maybe use it there for their personal use.
Wow.
So these are some of the challenges. Yeah, if you are doing a show now, you have to go to outdoor advertisement office here in Benin. You have to pay to them, and each board they charge you 10,000 naira. How much is that time on television or radio? They charge you more.
More, exactly.
You understand? So those are some of the things I really want the state government to look into. He has to look inward. You have to look into it. Consider we the entertainers. We are not begging government to sponsor our show now. The little money we're able to gather from our own self, maybe through other ways of getting the money, trying to invest into what we call into what we have love for. But you see government trying to also come from the back door to also install.
Take it from you.
But it's really not funny. But what do we do? We have to move.
Okay. All right. So tell me, is comedy a profession you think that people can, probably learn or study, something?
Comedy is more than what you can study. You have to be funny, as I've said earlier. You have to have passion for what you are doing. Even if you have to go to school, you also have to have passion to read.
Yes,
you understand? If you don't put in your time for anything in your life, there is no way you can succeed. You understand? Have time and space. You can also want to improve on what you are doing. You understand? For me, it's more than a profession.
Okay. So how do you learn to be funny? How do people do that?
Sometimes it can be by birth, by the kind of environments you grow up from, the kind of things you see around you can inspire you to be funny.
Okay. All right. So tell me, who is your mentor? Do you have one?
For me, I look up to Agosave and I think Agosave. Yeah.
Okay, Agosave. Okay, you say is your number one.
Of course, because he has been there for me. Has also encouraged me to grow to where I am now. The stage I'm in, Agosave has played a lot role in my life.
Okay. All right. So lastly, before we wrap up on the program, I would just like you to share with me a very touching story of your life, a story that someone out there would be inspired by it.
Whatever you have passion for, don't be discouraged, because I remember back then when I started this career, the year 2005, then I was staying in my family house. You should understand the pain, you understand. I was never encouraged. Sometimes I go out there to do one or two entertainments, to perform. Maybe some of my neighbors or anybody around the vicinity that see me performing, they will come back home and say, Tiwa, not try, Tiwa, not try. They bully him on stage today.
Wow.
The encouragement didn't really come from there, but I want to appreciate friends who also believe in me. You understand? But thank God this is where we are today.
All right. So, would you say that you really have a strong belief in yourself. Do you really believe in yourself? Because sometimes life can throw you off guard. Things happen, and you may want to doubt your own abilities. So do you really believe in yourself?
By the special grace of God, we all believe in ourselves. All what we need is encouragement. Whatever you are being encouraged to do, you will be motivated to do more because you see someone out there who is trying to push you to do
But
more.
what if you're in a situation whereby you have no support, nothing, it's just you and your dreams? So how do you do it?
What you need to do, you have to help yourself.
So how do you do that?
We have many platforms when it comes to comedy. We have a lot of entertainment center you can go. You don't pay to perform. You understand? If you know you are funny, you really want to do the job, you go out there and look for a space, any event you see around you, try to perform. If you are good, you might have one or two helpers who want to encourage you. But if you are not good, there is no two ways about it. But make sure you are funny, and make sure if you want to be a company as an MC, make sure you are good as well.
Alright, so before we go, I would like you to just, do something, just make me laugh.
This one will do so extra work you give me. Alright, I was privileged to take a lady to a Chinese restaurant. So getting there, the lady was not saying that she's really hungry, she wants to eat. Then I told her that she should get a seat and sit down. Then I actually called one of the waitresses there. I said, please waitress, help me with your menu. Chinese restaurants, they don't write the name of the food, now numbers. So any of the numbers you pick, that is what they are going to serve you with. So lady was now behaving like as if she has been to the Chinese restaurant before. Not knowing that she has never been there. She just tried to ask for me. So on the long run, the waitress brought the menu, gave to the lady, and the lady who said she's really hungry. So the lady was now looking at the menu. She did not see rice, potato, fried rice, chicken. She didn't see any of these things. So she was now looking at, okay, madam, okay, give me number 17 and number 21. Okay. You understand? Trust me, when they brought 17 and 21, what the number she picked, now cigar lighter and again.
Alright, thank you so much. That was really funny. I'm sorry, I just had to laugh out loud. Alright, thank you so much, TY, for coming to the show. And so I just want you to just give your last word of advice to upcoming comedians and also those other people who are trying to also make it, even in this very difficult situation we are currently facing now in Nigeria.
One thing I want to say to my entertainers out there, most especially the comedians, it's just like, if you want to be a pastor, you don't have a Bible, I don't know how you are going to do it. But if you know you are funny, you really want to improve on what you are doing, look for a platform that can sell you very fast. But if you are not funny, there is no two ways about it. Be good at what you are doing. Encouragement can come from anybody. Even if say your papa or your mama not give you, if you get the encouragement outside, just the way my parents encourage me, people out there, they encourage me, just the way this my sister did. You understand? With the little support, I was able to build on what I have, and I didn't give up. So I pushed harder. It was never easy. From 2005 till now, you can understand the space and time.
Yeah.
You understand? Please, whatever you are doing, do not go for the money. Go for the passion of the business, and you will get it.
Okay, so right now we have actually finally come to the end of the program, and it has been a wonderful conversation and a wonderful moment with TY Comedian. Well, I also want to say that building your self-confidence, believing in yourself is something that you can practice, you can build it, you can work on it, just like every other skill. You can also learn it as well. So all you have to do is to keep pushing and never ever give up in whatever you are doing, because one day God will surely make a way out for you. Well, if you have any interesting story that you also like to share, our details are on your screen for you to contact us, and we'll be glad to hear from you. Well, this is still Changing Lives with Yuki on African Independent Television, AIT Benin. I will come your way, same time, same station. Don't you go nowhere. Stay tuned.
Stand up on your feet, oh. Say no to defeat, oh. Hey.
Changing Lives with Yuki.
The moral value of society is eroding. People don't value the right things anymore.
Push. Invest in your dream.
It's enthusiastic, impactful, and inspiring.
Coming from that background, it kind of gave us a mental reorientation as to what we desire in life.
Changing Lives with Yuki on African Independent Television, AIT Benin, every Monday from 6 o'clock to 6:30 p.m. Stay tuned.
Beauty, they say, lies in the eyes of the beholder. The beauty you give to your hair makes you stand out in an occasion. Bees Hair will give your hair the perfect touch it so deserves. Bees Hair deals on high quality weave-ons, virgin and raw hair, wigs, attachment, wignet, hair accessories. At Bees Hair, we also render hair services like wigging, braiding, hair fixing, tinting, revamping, briders, and lots more. You can visit us at number 1 Ewoma Street beside Corn Oil Filling Station off Sapele Road, Benin City. You can also reach us on 080-6971-0394, WhatsApp 080-725-11310, Facebook Bees Hair, Instagram BS_hair01. Bees Hair, bringing out the beauty in you.
Africa Independent Television. Africa Independent Television.
AIT, sharing the African experience.